in Portugal for the immersive has just been amazing. Where we're staying has been amazing. The food has been amazing. The girls have been amazing who have been on this course. Jen obviously is absolutely insane as a teacher. She's insanely supportive. Literally champions you all the way. Yeah, it's been an amazing, amazing course. The community here is absolutely amazing. We had online 2-hour sessions every Sunday since January, and we had breakout rooms in those. So we would break out, and Jen would each time would put us into different groups. So you started slowly but surely getting to know everybody in the group, and start slowly but surely getting more confident in speaking. Which was amazing. So by the time we came to Portugal, we knew people's faces, we knew people's names. We'd had some deep chats already with people. So when we got here, it was already like a community. And then since then, it's just grown and grown and grown and grown. We've been mostly worked as a large group, but we've worked in different pairs and different kind of smaller groups throughout. And I would just say the community's become such a huge thing that we had 16 exams to do, and we all took the decision to attend every single class. That's what the community's like, because we were just like, we're all in it together, and we want to make sure that we kind of all finish the finish line together. So yeah, it's been amazing. Yeah, I didn't actually sign up to do this course originally to become a teacher. I wanted to just deepen my own practice, but the more and more we've gone on, the more I've become kind of so obsessed with the teachings of yoga and the pillars of it, and obviously become deeper and deeper into my own practice. And then I've actually really enjoyed teaching while we've been here, and just really passionate about taking what we've learned here and what we've learned on our online sessions out into the world, because I'm just so passionate about it. I absolutely hands down recommend this course to others. I literally just wouldn't even recommend another course. Jen is genuinely the best teacher. Like, even just as a yoga teacher, like teaching you yoga, she's insanely amazing. But then to be on this course, she's been so supportive of me coming. I didn't know whether I'd be able to come at one point. So she supported me personally in that way as well. Always kind of gets back to emails and like questions that you need answering. Always been there to support me personally in the build up. And then here the classes are so well thought out that it's really built us up. Like when we got here, you could barely teach a flow, and now, you know, we've taught a class to like 17 or 18 people. It's been amazing. Yeah, we've just come so far, and it is literally because of Jen, how amazing she is as a teacher, and she like champions you. It's just like we've come so far, and it's purely because of her. So genuinely, I'd hands down recommend this course.
I specifically enjoyed the way the course was put together, the methods behind the teaching. Jen's been able to bring all facets of yoga together, from anatomy to subtle energy to alignment and to the inspiration that we get from actually practicing yoga. All of the students coming together on a weekly basis to meet online and discuss yoga stuff, that really built up that spirit. And when we met in person, it felt like we were already a family. And it's a strongly supportive community, meaning that Jen's been able to develop a safe space where we felt like we could just try and fail and try again and be supported the whole way. When I started the course, I have to say that I was quite doubtful of myself being able to teach yoga to others. But now, after completed it, I've built confidence, definitely. And I'm ready and looking forward to teach now, because I feel like I have the right tools to do that.
surprised me. I was not expecting to learn so much. I mean, the reason why I came to teacher training was just to do something, and I learned about yoga, anatomy, meditation, chakras, and the way that Jen broke everything down, the poses. I learned a lot about myself and about others as well. It was a lot more than I thought I would learn. The way that she set up the format of the course and did it online at first was fantastic, because we were able to take it step by step and really take the time during the week to go through the materials and then have the class. We did tests as well. And then the actual physical part, the way that she broke it down, it was manageable. It was bite-sized, and then we put it together. And she has a special way of teaching that allows you to be you, make mistakes, but then she holds space for you and everybody else to actually get there and gives you the confidence to do it. So it definitely prepared me to teach, and I wasn't planning to, and now I want to. So I did this not knowing anybody coming in to the whole yoga teacher training, and the virtual part was great because you started to, through video, you start to see sparks of different people's personalities. We're all in the same boat. Some people are a little more into yoga, knew more, had different motivations, and we then started to connect outside of the actual classes, which was really nice. Started following each other on Instagram, sending each other messages. The platform that Jen set up actually really supported the ability to create a community virtually. And then when we got together, we kind of knew each other already. And so we got a chance to really get to know each other. And yoga teacher training, which surprised me because this is not what I expected, it was more than yoga. I mean, it was true internal transformation, at least I think for most of us. And not only did these ladies support me physically, but emotionally as well. And then I was able to do that too. So there's a lot of support here. And I know after we leave here too, I've now made lifelong friends who are going to be on a yoga journey, but it's a life journey as well. Totally would recommend it. I would recommend it to people who don't want to be yoga teachers like me. I'd recommend it to people who want to get more into yoga. And even, people who are going through certain things in their life, because you're in this situation where, you're learning something and you're in an environment where everybody's learning and supportive. You're also usually, like, the location is fantastic, but it gave us that chance to do this without any distractions. You were nourished not only physically, the food was phenomenal, but also emotionally. So, and then for those who do want to become yoga teachers, this is an outstanding way to actually get on that path.
That's great.
I really enjoyed that Jen created a 200-hour yoga teacher training course that was hybrid, which meant that we started online for 6 months of weekly workshops, which really laid down the foundations of the course. And also we got to know our fellow students before we all arrived here in Portugal. The way Jen created this course, there was such a feeling of community from the beginning, even online, which is quite difficult to achieve. When we arrived here in Portugal 16 days ago, it's like we'd all known each other for years. And connection is everything in life. So having that community around us as we went through this transformational experience was really key. I felt so prepared for what was to come. I really trusted her and she guided us every step of the way. So I knew she'd take us home. When I started the course, the idea of completing an exam 1 hour yoga class was incredibly daunting. However, I fully trusted in Jen that she would lead us there. So having gone through this 200-hour yoga teacher training, I can say that I feel really prepared and excited to now share the gift of yoga with other yogis. If anyone is even slightly curious about completing their yoga teacher training, then I can't recommend Jen and Soul Tribe enough. The course is so well put together and thought out, and it's really led from the heart.
Honestly, I enjoyed every second. From the minute when we started online in January, I looked forward to every Sunday, seeing the girls' faces, learning. I've learnt so much, and then coming to Portugal and meeting the girls in person. I felt like I'd already got to know them online, and then it was like coming home when we all got together. It was just absolutely such an experience that I'll never forget. You get to know people and we all cheered each other on. It was such a brilliant community, a very good way of doing it. Having the meetings every Sunday, it's like your hand is being held by multiple people at a time. Yeah, I'm glad I did it that way. I'm glad I went into teacher training, did it partly online first and then did the physical training once I got to Portugal. I didn't think I would be confident. I started this course not intending to be a teacher, but once I started learning online, I started to get excited about teaching people. And now, before I even came to Portugal, I'd booked places to teach and I'm ready to go home. I've got 3 or 4 classes lined up to teach already. I've grown in confidence with Jen's way of teaching. It's just been such an anchor, and I've felt carried through it. And yeah, it's been really good, really good.
If you want to have a teacher who lives, breathes, loves yoga to the fullest, do it with Jen. So she's amazing. She's truly amazing. And she's the one who brought me really into yoga. So I met her in Goa years ago and I thought this is the way I really would love to do yoga because it's creative. It's like a dancing art and she's just nailing it. So it's amazing what she knows, how deep she's into philosophy and anatomy. She explains so well. She demos everything. And she has a really good setup that you could learn all the stuff. Before we had the trainings in Portugal, I was really thinking I will never get that into my mind. And it was so wisely taught. I don't know. It really sunk into my brain. And now it feels so easy to just teach and getting excited about it. Oh, I wouldn't call it a community again. I would call it a family. We became really a family. So 16 wonderful students, 2 wonderful teachers. Jen, who is truly amazing. And I follow her since years all over the world. Yeah, it was for me the only way to do a teacher training. It's so lovely. So many amazing women, so much diversity, so much support, so many laughters all over. So it's not only getting serious teaching. It was strong, yes, but we enjoyed every minute. It was worth it. It didn't even prepare me, it convinced me to teach. I signed up only to deepen my own practice, and now I got a job. So I'm really excited to teach, and yeah, I feel well prepared. I can't wait to teach. It's amazing.